LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, buddy, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's almost Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician and an addiction medicine specialist. Dr. Drew is in New York tonight because someone dropped a nickel, and he's going to be there during the week. I'm actually going to join him in New York a little bit later on this week. We're having some technical difficulties. Drew is attempting to sort those things out on his end, and we will have to do without him for at least the beginning part of the show. My Chemical Romance is coming in tonight. They're going to be in studio tonight. The guys are coming from Jimmy Kimmel Live. Jimmy Kimmel Live is probably about 6-7 miles away from here. Would you say that's right, Engineer Chris?
Sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night with me and Engineer Chris going at it. So they finish up over there about 9:30 at night. The guys are finishing the last of the Jägermeister, piling into the bus, and weaving toward the LoveLine studio. So we'll see them in just a couple or few. I guess we should just hop to the phones and get the show started. Drew will jump in when Drew jumps in. Unless you guys want to talk a little about this whole Pope business, which I find very interesting. The more I find out about how the Vatican works and the Pope, the more fascinated I am. Like, for instance, Chris, did you know this? When the Pope dies, they hit him on the head with a silver hammer just to make sure he's dead, and then use that same hammer to crush his papal ring.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it isn't. And my feeling is, like, if I die, I want them to do that thing where they hold my nose and see if my mouth goes,
Right.
Not hit me on the head with a silver hammer. I'm not a vampire. It seems weird to hit the Pope on the head with a silver hammer, but I'm not making this up. I don't think they put a hole in his skull with it.
Vital signs, right?
Seems like they could do that, but they know better than the doctors.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because a guy can do that trick where he sort of pinches his arm off and stops the pulse on his wrist. But when you whack someone in the head with a silver hammer, you got to be dead. Otherwise, you're going to punch the guy in the face.
They said that they tap the head lightly 3 times, but I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, they said they do. They said that's still the plan with the silver hammer. And then they smash his Pope ring, which could probably fetch millions on eBay, and that money could just go to some of the kids that got molested or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't smash the guy's ring.
That's not right now.
Yeah, now sell the ring and make some money. And one of the things I like most about the whole Pope thing is, when he has the different names, like the Pontiff and stuff like that, the best is the Vicar of Christ. That just, that sounds like a guy who's like, welcome back to the Palace Station at the Nevada line. The Vicar of Christ, everybody. It just sounds like a guy who's going to bust into song. As a matter of fact, I would like to start being called the Vicar of Christ. I'm no longer going by Adam.
Okay.
From now on, Vicar of Christ.
Vicar of Christ.
Yeah, so
Yes.
So it'd be like, and now, everybody, LoveLine with Dr. Drew and the Vicar of Christ. You want to try that, Chris?
Good one. Yes.
Yeah. So just work it in a conversation.
All right.
Work my name, work Vicar of Christ in a conversation. Like, here's what we'll do. We'll pretend like I'm somebody coming up to you saying, how was the show last night? And you go, the calls were okay, but the Vicar of Christ didn't have a great night.
Okay.
Okay, you want to try it?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Hey, how was the show? How was LoveLine last night?
The show was good except for Vicar of Christ. He sucked kind of little.
No, it's not what we talked about at all, Chris. Not at all. Not even close. Here's you ready?
Yeah.
More conversational, too. Because here's the whole thing. You have to casually refer to me as the Vicar of Christ. Don't hit Vicar of Christ. People will know you're up to something.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Got it.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, it's going to go like this. When I ask how the show was, you say, The calls were pretty good, but the Vicar of Christ had an off night.
Okay.
Hey, you got it?
Yeah.
Hey, how was LoveLine last night, Chris?
The calls were all right, but the Vicar of Christ was not doing too good.
Okay. Little bumpy.
He could do better.
Little bumpy.
All right.
Little bumpy, but not
I could
bad.
do better.
No, you could, but it was casual the way you referred to me as a Vicar of Christ.
It was just like some other
Yeah.
Joe
Vicar
Schmo,
of Christ.
you know?
Just to let you guys know, I can hear Drew in my ear, and he found that very funny. He liked it a lot.
Drew, I want you to start calling me the Vicar of Christ, too, at least until we get a new pope. But then it may stick.
That'll be in 20 days.
And then it's going to be awesome, too, like when I get into trouble, like, what happened to the Vicar of Christ? I took a swing at his wife. He's in county. Wow.
Vicar of Christ? You sure?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Drew, that's you.
It's me.
Yeah, what's happening?
I just wanted to break in and talk to the Vicar of Christ, if I might.
Here he is.
Thank you.
The Vicar of Christ is perfect because it's like...
Very noble.
Adam running late is like, oh, Christ, Adam's running late. But the Vicar of Christ is running late. Oh, well, we should be honored that he came at all.
A couple things here as I was sitting here listening to the show. First of all, congratulations. Mazel tov, as you refer to the Vicar of Christ, you say Mazel tov, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was Chris's night, man. This was his night to shine. He was filling in for me.
He was on his game.
Particular. It was puckish and spontaneous.
Dry. Yeah.
I was moved. Particularly like his cameo appearance.
Did you hear the way we did that little role playing thing?
When he talked about you as the vicar having an off night, I was moved.
Let's try one more, Chris. You ready?
Yes.
I'm going to be producer Ann.
Okay.
I come in and I say, what's going on? Where's Adam? And you say, I think the Vicar of Christ is taking a leak.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm producer Ann.
Right.
Oh, the show's going to start soon. What's going on? Where's Adam?
Well, I think the Vicar of Christ is in the restroom right now.
No, it's taking a leak.
Taking a leak is...
A little more specific.
Yeah,
more crass.
Yeah, air on the side of funny.
Okay.
Why dial it down?
All right.
We had funny until you put a sack of flour in my funny. You cut my funny, son. I had a nice bouillon cube of funny, and then you mixed it with an ocean of water and 7 sacks of flour.
Who is the Vicar of Christ? What is he actually?
The Pope.
Oh, he's the Vicar of Christ.
He's the Vicar of Christ.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. The Pontiff, the Vicar of Christ, they're all his, maybe he's even his eminence. I don't know if he's the Pope, too. All the eminences and the vicars, I think they're all the same guy. They're all the Pope. I'm just saying, for the next 13 days or so, the Vicar of Christ title is going to be mine to use. And then if it sticks, it sticks. What are you going to do? There can be room for more than one Vicar of Christ. All right, you ready?
Yes.
We'll try one more time.
Let's do it.
I'll be Ann. Do you know your lines?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's going to be good. Oh, wow. The show's going to start in a second. Where's Adam?
I think the Vicar of Christ is taking a leak right now.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. And like I said, any bad press, child molestation charges or wife beating or substance abuse, like breaking news, the Vicar of Christ has entered rehab. It just makes everything sound that much more noble.
But on a separate note, Adam, I think you proved tonight that you really should set up a school of comedy and improvisational theater.
I should.
Chris, he's moved. I moved emotionally.
Well, I got to be honest. The first take each time was a little weak, but take number 2.
But the teacher, the master, brought him around.
Yes,
I did. Well, that's the whole thing.
I listened to the Vicar of Christ.
Yeah, I'm like the Vince Lombardi of comedy.
You're going to hell.
All right, let's talk to Jessica, who's 21. Jessica.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. Oh, okay. You're on with Dr. Drew and the Vicar of Christ.
What's up?
What's happening?
What's up, Vicar?
Yeah. And like Snoop Dogg would call me like his Zicker or something like that. I'd have my own name with the brothers.
The Vicar for... No.
Yeah. The Fischnichter. Oh, wait a minute. All right. The point is the brothers would call me, and to my very
the Vizzer
close
for
friends,
Chisel.
Yeah, for
the Vizzer for Shizzle.
My close friends would just be like Vic or Victor or Victor. Jessica, go ahead.
Okay. I was wondering because, I'm 21, my boyfriend's 19. We've been together since he was 14 and I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The first time he claims that he ever had an orgasm was the first time we had sex.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
now
possible.
Yeah, he's 14. Yeah.
He doesn't masturbate, and the only way that he can have an orgasm is through oral sex or regular sex. And I cannot get him off just by giving him a hand job. I'm wondering if that's because...
Same with the vicar, by the way. See, it gets weird when you start talking about sex.
If that's because the first time he ever had an orgasm was something that was more stimulating than just a hand job.
It's very interesting. I've actually heard of situations like this where young males that be... Well, think about it.
Look, it's a big step backward. In the
he doesn't want to. Basically, he doesn't want to do it. Is the bottom line. He's never had to do it. He doesn't really.
I'll tell you what. Here's the real test. You give him a hand job, leave your mouth and your vagina at home, and we'll see if he has an orgasm.
Right. For about 2 weeks.
Right. I bet when you're giving the guy a hand job, you have your vagina in your mouth right there, and the guy's like, "Yeah, it's not cutting it."
Right.
You just show up as a stump that with 5 digits. I bet he has one. What do you think, Drew?
Absolutely.
Do you agree with the vicar?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Highness.
Yeah.
Your vicarness.
What's with the hand jobs anyway? You're 21. You're a full-grown lady.
No, I was just wondering because this is something that we've always talked about, and there's times when I'm just not in the mood to do much. But
he needs to really develop a relationship with himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
He really does. If you're not up for it, that's fine. He can go. He's been spoiled since 14.
No kidding. This guy's like one of the Hiltons.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. What? He can't masturbate?
He says that he's never been interested in trying because he's never had a reason to.
All right.
Well, give him a reason.
Give him a reason.
Okay.
Let me say this as the vicar of Christ. I feel like I really need to impart some knowledge to my flock, who just basically stand at the hem of my garment, waiting for me to impart words of wisdom, pearls.
I'm listening.
You listening, my son? You'd be amazed at what you can do when you have to do it. You have those kids that, the kids that won't eat anything but macaroni and cheese and fish sticks and stuff.
Yes.
Put them on the island over there with the survivor gang for 3 or 4 weeks. We'll see what they'll eat.
Exactly.
That's basically how life is.
You'd be
absolutely amazed at what you can do if you just go ahead and take away that convenience or whatever it is. You take away the sex, you take away the oral sex. We'll see if this guy learns to swim. I bet he does. And until then, it's really easy. And some guys are really good at that, just like the kid who's good at getting his mom to go out to McDonald's or Pizza Hut every night.
Interesting point.
You can break them. It's just it's what's interesting as the vicar. Let me put this forth, Drew. Whether it's like training a puppy to sleep in its crate or whether it's training a kid to eat a little braca flour, there's going to be like 2 or 3 rough nights, and then you break them. But if you keep giving in at that point where the puppy's crying and just let it up into your bed, it'll just go on forever.
And what's interesting? The people that, because I deal with this all the time in addiction where we tell people to set the firm limits, there's a fantasy that develops. Somehow they're going to be destroyed or the suffering is going to be too overwhelming. Basically, it's the person listening to the misery that can't tolerate it, not the person themselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, I can't tolerate you suffering. I can't tolerate it, therefore I'm not going to let you suffer.
Right.
And in fact, the person who's suffering is just barely going through anything.
Yeah, they know how to manipulate. It's not that they know how to suffer, it's that they know how to manipulate.
Right.
All right.
And by the way, the vicar just sounds a little too harsh. Can you turn it to like vicar?
It is vicar. I mean, that's
but that's English.
Name.
That's in English. I mean, you need a little.
Well, how about if I need a little flavor? How about
you just need a little more modern, sort of a twist to it.
How about you call me VC? Or is that too close to Viet Cong?
No, VC is good. VC is good.
All right. Or the Vicar C?
How
about Mr. C?
No, VC.
VC?
Yeah.
All right. I'm telling you, to a lot of Vietnam vets, that's not a great thing.
I know. But,
All right.
the VC refers to lots of things throughout history. So there you go.
All right. Shelley,
Uh-huh.
what else does it stand for?
Do what?
V count.
A what?
V count.
Oh, all right. I don't know what that is.
No.
Shelley, you're 20?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Nothing.
You're on
I've
with
been
Dr. Drew and the Vicar of Christ.
Sweetness. I'm so honored to be in your presence.
7:33 after 7 o'clock. You're listening to Morning Zoo with Dr. Drew and the Vicar of Christ. Weather and traffic coming up at the top of the hour. Now we got a Savage Garden superset. Not bad, right?
It sounds, bad. Yeah.
And no, the
It is
Vicar of
bad.
Christ would be a great morning show DJ name. Go ahead, Shelley.
Okay, well, I've been with this guy for about a year, and we've been living together for about 6 months. And there are times when he just, sex is all he wants. And there's times where he says that for me to even touch him makes him physically sick.
Wow.
This
Now,
guy's
there's
got
the-
range. You got to give him that.
It's normal for guys to have sort of a fluctuating sexual desire, particularly as they get older. It can kind of come on and go down and go up and go down. And some of it has to do with the fluctuating levels of testosterone. If he's lifting weights or if he's doing well at work, it will tend to sort of elevate his testosterone level. But to be sort of repulsed, that's a little something different, I think.
How old is he?
He's 21.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Does he have a history of some abuse or something?
Yeah, when he was younger, he was sexually abused.
Shocking.
Breaks the vicar's heart to hear that.
Vicar.
The vicar.
I think the thing here is that his sexuality, his 21-year-old libido breaks through all those unpleasant and conflicted feelings about his sexuality, and then when he's going through one of his low phases, all that repulsion, all those horrible conflicted feelings emerge.
So it's nothing that I'm doing wrong. It's nothing about...
No. He's a sexual abuse survivor. He needs some treatment for that.
Who abused him?
I think it was his neighbor. It was a guy neighbor of his.
You. Okay.
Has he ever had any male
experiences
other than that?
Not that I know of.
All right, Shelley. You got your work cut out for you.
He may be going in that direction. Because if he's repulsed by... Well, he's repulsed by a woman. That's, you might ask him what that's about and where he's not repulsed.
Hey,
It's
Shelley.
I mean, do what?
Listen to me. This is the vicar speaking. It's Vicar, Drew, please. Yeah, first off, as you know, I'm a devout Catholic.
Whatever, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't believe I believe it's in very poor taste to make fun of the Pope and his vicarness. So I'm not going with Vicar. I'm going with the Vicar of Christ.
I could call you the vicarness. I like that.
All right.
Your vicarness. Your vicarness.
Your vicarness is nice.
I'm game for that.
All right. Shelley, this is your vicarness speaking.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This guy is going to be a handful. He is all over the map. And it's going to be tough for you in this relationship.
Okay.
So if you're up to it, fine. But be prepared. Because this is really... It's like taking calculus in the third grade or something.
Yeah.
It's just it's possible once in a while. There's a handful of Asian kids that might get a C, but it's just more than you're prepared to do at that age and at that stage. And furthermore, why would you want to?
Yeah, it might. Yeah, screw up a lot of other things in your life.
I'm not saying we need to shun people that have been victims in the past. I'm just saying you ain't up to it as a 20-year-old. Calling from Oklahoma.
And by the way, you're not helping the victim. The victim needs to get treatment. But by sort of supporting them and supporting their pathology, it ain't going to change.
Right. You can't process what's going on. Is it me? Maybe I should get some new panties. No. No. The vicar says, my vicarness says no. Let's see, Drew. We're going to take a quick call and then we're going to break. The band is here, My Chemical Romance. We got a question for the band. We got to play a song for the band.
And I've
we
got
don't
again,
have to play a song, but we'd like to.
We'd like to. And I got my usual thing. I'm looking for stuff for the Strictly Sex Discovery Health Show. Do you have people with sexual performance anxiety or people with a fetish or secret they're afraid to tell their partner about, and they're willing to talk about these things on television?
Yeah, that's no one. Ray?
Maybe.
Ray?
Hello?
Ray?
Yeah.
That's you got Dr. Drew and the Vicar of Christ. Yeah, we don't believe you already. but this is in Germany or Florida, so we don't have to believe it.
Oh, good. All right, good.
Go ahead.
All right. One person was killed and 3...
Germany or Florida! It's Germany or Florida! Go ahead.
Okay.
One person was killed.
And 3 seriously injured, including one whose hand was cut off at a meeting at a local church Sunday after a 25-year-old man ran amok with a samurai sword. The suspect was motivated by personal reasons, according to police investigator.
That's it?
That's it.
I think we would have heard about. Yeah, we would have heard about that in Florida.
You'd be surprised, though. So much stuff going on, especially in Florida. And that's just an average weekend for
You're right. No, you got a point there. You got a point.
Samurai sword, running amok. Feels like Florida to me.
Me too, yeah.
We got burned last night, though, did we not?
Maybe we should split on this one just to make sure somebody gets it right.
This is a big story, too. It's all over the news today.
See, I'm listening to last night's broadcast tonight because we're one day behind. I haven't heard the Germany, Florida yet.
Well, let me say this, Anderson. You say it's a big news story, but it must have happened later on today then, because I sit at the writers' table, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and it's 20 guys with Harvard degrees combing through 1,000 newspapers, and nobody brought it up.
His vicarness, and your vicarness.
And of course, the vicarness, who was put on probation over at LA Valley College academically.
I saw it on CNN when I woke up. That was about 3.
Wow, no one brought it up.
3 in the afternoon. 3 in the afternoon when he woke up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. When those, So, wow.
Florida.
Drew,
Florida.
You're going Florida? Now I'm going Florida. I'm going Florida. The vicar goes Florida, and so does Drew. What do you say, Ray?
Stuttgart, Germany.
Oh! It's Stuttgart, by the way, but yes. Yes.
Yeah, no, there was one part, it was at a local Tamil community, but I didn't know what that was, so I kept that out.
Smart. You left it out. You played the game right. For that, you're not getting a windbreaker. All right, My Chemical Romance is in studio tonight. Drew, we are in nothing short of a funk.
You and I?
We're in a slide.
In this game with Germany.
Yes.
I was just thinking maybe we need to break into a little Aces accordion countdown. Maybe we can redeem ourselves that way.
Yeah, I should say. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll put that on the docket. We'll play it before the night is through. Right. My Chemical Romance in studio tonight, fresh off their, I'm sure, fabulous appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live on tonight on ABC 1206. We'll take ourselves a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Live 105. Alternative. San Francisco. Live 105 can help you get tickets to your favorite shows before everybody else. Green Day. I walk alone. Green Day. September 24th at SBC Park. Tickets go on sale this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. But if you're a Live 105 activist, you can get tickets 3 days early.
Live 105 activists get advance warning on Bay Area shows, plus music news and free stuff. Go to live105.com and sign up to get the early access passwords.
Green Day. On holiday. Get tickets early from Live 105.
Tom, we've been looking at diamonds for weeks now so we can get engaged.
Okay.
We're on a tight budget and we want the best diamond we can afford.
Right.
How does the Shane Company compare?
Well, we're not a typical retail jewelry store. I mean, we don't even carry watches. Instead, we're diamond, ruby, sapphire, and pearl importers. Because we travel to the world's primary sources to select the best gems, we cut out the middlemen. You save money because we pass that savings on to you.
Great.
Forget about an overpriced Galleria. When you want diamonds, rubies, sapphires, or pearls, we're like buying them wholesale. Our huge selection lets us train our people to know what they're talking about. We are the experts, the importer.
Shane Company, importers of diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and pearls in Cupertino, San Mateo, Novato, and Walnut Creek. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5. Online at shaneco.com.
Hello, welcome to Community College. May I take your order?
Yeah. I need to go to college.
Alrighty, and do you need money for fees?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Would you like some books and supplies with that?
Yeah. Okay. Make that a large.
And how about help with the rent?
The rent? Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, that's money for fees, a large order of books and supplies, and definitely help with the rent. Please drive forward to the first window and have a nice life.
The March 2nd Cal Grant deadline is passed, but financial aid is available year-round at California community colleges. Visit www.ICanAffordCollege.com or call 1-800-987-ICAN to see if we can help. ICanAffordCollege.com. California community colleges, the way California works.
I'm here with Kano, Scion owner. Tell me about your car, man.
It's a 2005 Scion XA.
And not your average XA, if there is such a thing.
No.
So what'd you do to make your XA your XA?
Well, when I got it from the dealer, I had them add a lot of stuff they had available. You know, like alloys, spoiler, TYC taillights, LED interior light kit. But the cup holders light up too. I like lights, you know?
Cool, I love it. You get a lot of looks.
Yeah, no, definitely. And people ask me about the car all the time, but I don't do it for that. It's more for me. You know, I'm selfish that way, I guess.
Can't argue with that.
Customize your Scion a little or a lot. The journey to your perfect car starts at your local Scion dealership or Scion.com, where the 2005 XA starts at well below $15,000 MSRP. And you can load it up with over 30 factory accessories, all backed by the Scion warranty. Scion, what moves you? MSRP includes delivery, processing, and handling fees, excluding taxes, title, license, and other optional equipment. Actual dealer price may vary.
Alcoholics Anonymous holds weekly meetings for recovering sober alcoholics at Fort Mason, Building C in San Francisco. To find out more, go to live105.com and click the public service button.
That's hot.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine at 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105 Alternative San Francisco.
Hey everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm the Vicar of Christ. That's Dr. Drew. I'm going to use it for 13 more days until they get a new pope in there, and then hence there's a new Vicar of Christ. But I say it's up for grabs, and I'm going to work it for all it's worth right now. Drew?
Yeah, your vicarness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard a pot laugh. I heard
There's
some pot
a pot laugh in this
a
band.
couple of them.
Yeah, Gerard, Mikey, and Frank all here from My Chemical Romance. Mikey has the pot laugh. Let's see. We're going to figure it out.
There it is.
What's me?
Yeah, it's you. Yeah.
Weird, because I don't smoke pot or drink beer or anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's. We'll hear it though, and it doesn't lie. The pot.
There it is.
Wait, maybe it's Frank.
Wait,
because Frank used to smoke a lot.
Yeah, I was a championship
pot smoker.
He had the Rasta hat.
Oh yeah, I had dreads.
Really?
Yeah, it was
everything.
bad, and they smelled like pot.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Remember that we got pulled over one time, and they called me Nappy and searched us both for weed.
And they asked if I was a vampire.
That was the man doing that. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about your hair. Your hair is like a smell sponge you just carry around with you. If you've been farting or toking, smoking or drinking or screwing or doing anything, you just sniff your head. Your head is like a diary. It's like a diary that goes back like 2 days. Like you could go like, see, you smoked the bong load on Tuesday. Think you got laid? No, just oral later that day. They had a 6-pack of Mickeys. And you watched This Old House. You beat off. You went to sleep. Your hair does.
That's so weird because that's what I did yesterday.
You know exactly. No, I smell you. I'm not making that up. The vicar knows. But yeah, a lot of pot laughing going on. So smoked a ton of pot, but then put it away. No more?
No more. I couldn't remember anything anymore.
You know what's interesting is how that laugh is a residual effect. That laugh is perpetual. It's amazing.
That and the inability to do math.
Yeah. That should come back. A lot of stuff
I hope so. I'm waiting.
Reverses.
But who says he could do it before he picked up the bong?
That's right. That's the point. He stopped learning math when he picked up the bong.
So how many years of pot smoking do we have under our belt?
Man. Well, high school and college,
Mm-hmm.
and then the band started, and then I guess about a year into the band I stopped.
Yeah,
That's pretty good, though. It's hard to stop.
Yeah.
Well, there actually isn't a stopping. You switched.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. What'd he switch to?
Well, alcohol, probably.
Uh-oh. All right. Rock? Did you switch to, I say switch to rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm married to the rock now.
Did you switch to booze?
I drink a little bit, but not like crazy.
Yeah,
not like Gerard used to.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah, chocolate cake, definitely. I've been addicted to chocolate cake, butter sandwiches, and mashed potatoes.
There's been a lot of quitting things in this band, actually.
Can people, Drew, can't somebody just smoke weed for a while and then quit?
It's actually pretty unusual. It's possible, but it's unusual. Usually people switch to either speed or alcohol.
But let
Speed?
me,
Because it corrects the depression that the pot puts you into.
I used to have really bad stomach cramps too, so I used to like kind of medicate with that.
Well, let me with the pot.
Yeah.
Let me say this though, Drew. Show me a guy who decides it's time to quit pot at 35 after smoking for 15 years or 20 years. I'll show you guys going to switch to something else. But show me a guy who decides to quit at 23 or 24.
Wow, that's how old I am.
I'll show you a guy who probably could quit.
Yeah, who can quit for a while.
And
You're
it's
right.
not
You're
necessarily going to switch to something else. Is the vicar
you're
right?
right.
When the vicar's right, the vicar's right. Is he right?
Your vicerness.
Thank you. All right. So you guys did Kimmel tonight.
Yes, we did.
How was that?
It was great.
Yeah, we got to meet
Grover.
Yeah,
Grover was on the show.
They're booking characters from PBS, Drew.
Yeah, they're booking fictitious characters.
Drew, how does it feel that they'll have Sesame Street characters on over you? Does that bother you at all? Does that sting?
That sounds about right.
All right. And ancillary ones, too. Not just, Kermit and Miss Piggy, but going deep into the roster of Sesame Street characters.
B-list.
B-list Sesame Street characters.
Scooter or something.
So, yeah.
Snuffleupagus.
All right, let's. So we're going to hear something off Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, which is the name of the new CD. Guys are going to be on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight. Starts at 12:06, and going to be playing the Vans Warped Tour starting June 18th. Who else? Oh, Transplants, Offspring, MXPX. The hell? Where's MXPX been? Haven't they?
Didn't they do like a Pepsi commercial?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
They were. They must have been in here like 5 years ago, right, Drew?
Yeah.
Has it been a while?
4 years ago. Yeah, 4. Easy.
All right.
Weird.
Are you guys from New Jersey, by the way? Is it flooding there now?
Apparently. That's what I keep hearing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like torrential downpour.
It hasn't stopped. All right, you ready? Here we go. Let's take a question for the band. Adam?
Hi. Love you guys. All you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're female named Adam?
Yes. Female.
Wow.
Teenage girl.
Whoa.
Wow. I'll tell you what, though. You can keep the name Adam because, I'm going with the Vicar of Christ now. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to sell it on eBay. All right. Go ahead with your question.
Okay. Well, Gerard, your birthday's coming up. And, well, both of our birthdays are coming up. I wanted to know what you're going to do for your birthday.
Actually, we together as a band are going to be playing a doubleheader, one of the first doubleheaders in our career, in London at the Astoria. We're playing a matinee, which is interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
That's far.
Yeah, it's
5 more days?
Yeah, it's actually not that far away at all. It's pretty excited.
So you play like a 8 o'clock show and a 11 o'clock show
I
or
think it's
something
even
like
earlier
that?
than that. I think our show's at like 3:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Is that hard to do, or have you you've never done it before?
Well,
it's hard.
we've done. Yeah, we haven't done anything early like that except for Warped Tour. Because Warped Tour you always play early. But
we haven't done it, not on this scale. Like, we've never done a doubleheader where people are expecting like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, like a headlining show.
Like a headlining show, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got to be tough to do things like stand-up or playing a band or do that stuff that's supposed to be done about 10 o'clock at night at 7:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
On the early show or something, especially when you're not used to getting up until 2 in the afternoon. Hey, Adam, the female?
Yes. I had another question.
All right, what is it?
Well, Gerard, how can I get you your birthday surprise? How can I get
Well,
I don't want to wait till Warped because it's a lot of months away.
Well, I think we're playing with Green Day sooner than that. Like, that's the next thing we hop on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, we're very excited about that.
We're coming anywhere near here, though.
No.
Well, where is she from?
Where are you from?
I'm in Commerce.
It's beautiful. Oh, you've not been to the city of Commerce? Yeah. Picture a lush garden inhabited by beautiful, beautiful people. Yeah, city of Commerce. Awesome. Beautiful place. Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to be on the Green Day thing. Also, I mean, you could probably mail it.
Well, what is the present so we know if it's good enough to like give you an address to mail it to?
No.
Yeah, what is the gift?
It's a surprise.
All right. Quiet down. She's 14. For the love of Christ. She's going to bed. When are you guys going out with Green Day?
We're going out with them. Yeah, right after
the 15th it starts.
These string of UK dates. We come back and we fly to Florida.
I love Green Day.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
People don't give Green Day, or I think they get lumped in with other bands sometimes, but people forget what a great live act Green Day is.
I think that used to be the case. I think now they.
I think they've stepped up and stepped out, but it's weird because they've been around for 10 years. Great, and just a great, like anyone who sees Green Day live it becomes a Green Day fan.
Yeah.
And still, they were just sort of, I think in a lot of people's heads, they were just getting lumped in with a bunch of other bands, and somehow they've stepped it up. Did they get some Grammys last year?
They did.
They won.
Oh, good. All right. Well, Mazel Tov is half of Drew's religion would say.
The vicar would say.
The vicar is doesn't say Mazel Tov. Please, Drew. No, he blesses people and that kind of stuff. I hit him with my. I use that thing that incense thing on a chain.
Oh, censer.
I swing that thing around. Yeah,
frankincense.
Yeah, the frankincenser. I do that. I also splash water on people, and once in a while I hit them with a scepter. And I might even dub them something.
That'll learn them. That's how the Catholics do it.
Well, let's talk to. Let's see, Buddy. Buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You're
Pretty
25.
good.
What's up?
Adam, just want to tell you you're excellent. Dr. Drew, you're all right. My Chemical Romance. My question for you, a 25-year-old male, been dating my girlfriend for 4 years. She's used birth control, the pill, the shot at one point, gone through probably 4 or 5 different types of birth control within the 4 years, and still to this day when we have sex, I cannot ejaculate in her.
Come on, don't be such a pussy.
Drew, please.
Why can't you?
In front of the Vicar of Christ. B word.
It's more of a paranoia or obsessive compulsive. Fear pregnancy, any of that. I just.
But why ain't you got no play, playa?
Please. Don't talk down to our callers.
You know,
Is that something she wants you to do?
Does she? Yeah. Do you not want to do it, or does she not want you to do it?
It's pretty much now just normal not to do it.
Just
normal. You wear a condom?
What's that?
Do you wear a condom?
No.
So
well, why don't you put a condom on? Maybe it'll help you.
And not only that, you're having emissions while you're in her. So it's not like nothing's, you're not having the full ejaculate, but there's stuff comes out of you all the time you're having sex.
But it's not the same as the big surprise there at the end.
Surprise!
Yeah. Horrible part.
Here's how I feel. If she's uncomfortable with it, Adam, no,
that's
Buddy. I'm sorry, Buddy. If she's uncomfortable with it, that's ultimately, it's a really hard thing for a girl to go through, especially if she gets pregnant.
She's comfortable with it. He's freaked out about getting her pregnant, even though she has all these barriers up, right, Buddy?
Well, right. She's now on a low dose, and I don't know what the difference between a low dose and a normal dose.
None. Hey, buddy, don't worry. It's not your issue. She's being followed by physicians who know what they're doing. You've got virtually 100% protection. This isn't about that. This is about your craziness, your obsessiveness.
Quite possibly.
Or maybe she's a little, she's a little augured out down there or something. Getting the friction you need.
I mean, nothing's 100%. So, I mean, if you're not ready to take that step and maybe have a kid, then you probably shouldn't do it.
No, now you've just freaked him out.
I'm just saying. I mean, because think about it. People that do that and then get pregnant, and, do you have a stable job? And say that were to happen, could you afford to take care of it and take care of it like a man?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go with no.
If push come to shove, I could do it.
What do you do?
But it's not something you want to do right now.
That.
What do you do, right? And I don't like, what kind of name is Buddy? It always sounds like someone's asking for directions from a cab. Hey, Buddy! Hey, buddy, listen. Hey, buddy, can you hold it down a job, huh, buddy? Are you going to get her pregnant, huh, buddy? And then who's going to raise that kid, buddy? It just sounds like you're being dressed down all the time. It's like naming your kid Mac or Bub. Bub. Yeah, Drew, you should have a kid name him Mac. Listen, Mac, you better do that homework, Mac. Or Bub. Hey, Bub, I ain't kidding with you. You finish that broccoli, Bub.
Broccoli.
Yeah. Buddy is disconcerting.
I would just say this. If you're not ready to have a kid and you don't want, like, if you were to have a kid and wouldn't be happy about it, then you really shouldn't have that kid.
Yeah,
and
don't pop it off.
But she is on birth control, which
I
is
understand
99.9 whatever.
But it's still not 100%. And if that were to happen...
It is so close to 100%, though. It is so rare to have a problem with that.
Yeah,
it really
like,
is. If she's
can't
using
tell
it
me that
properly.
someone hasn't had a problem with that.
No, I can't tell you it never happened. But it's like I can't tell you no one's won the lottery either. But it's not going to happen to you.
No. It's like saying, look, if you're not prepared to get into an accident, don't drive
your
a car. And
Yeah.
you're going, well, I'll put my seatbelt on and I won't drive drunk. And you're going, I don't care. You could still get into an accident, which is true. But eventually you got to get to work. And it's a risk. Not you guys, but
It's a good
the
metaphor
Vickers
for
got to
that,
get
though.
to work,
Getting to
and
work.
it's a risk you take. But I agree, not wearing a seatbelt, driving drunk, and not turning the lights on at night is like not using any birth control at all.
Right.
He's driving a Volvo with 13 airbags in it, but it doesn't mean that a tanker truck can't run over him and crush him.
Explode.
It's just probably not going to happen.
He could always try like a hypnotist, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
You know what? I'm going to have to look into that now.
No.
Here's what you need to do.
If phobias and anxieties could easily be treated with hypnosis, we would not have those in this world.
You need
it's
to
much
get
more
over it.
complicated than that.
And I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to look into it. And how are you having an orgasm now? Oral sex?
No, you just pull out.
All right.
So let her rip.
Well, whatever. That's fine.
It's the frontal shot, but that gets old after a while.
Yeah, I imagine, especially on that corduroy sofa your folks gave you. It's a disaster. You only flip that cushion so many times. Drew, you ever seen a corduroy sofa?
After you worked it?
I just keep getting in.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
I'm still thinking about what you did to the beanbag.
That wasn't me. That wasn't
Turned
me.
into a solid block.
No, that was not me. It was a friend of mine used to hump the beanbag. He'd open it, open up the zipper a little and get some of that peanut packing in there. And then he'd have to break. The thing would dry up like a snowball. You have to whack it and then break it up again. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you'd have to drop an elbow on it before you could sit on it. Get it moving again. All right, let's take ourselves a little break. My Chemical Romance in studio tonight. We'll hear something off the new CD, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. They're on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight, 12:06 in your time zone. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on 105 Alternative San Francisco.
Reason number 151 to listen to Rewind at Noon.
You are listening to Live 105's Rewind at Noon. It's not just irritating at breakfast anymore.
Back together at last. Sean and Allie. Rewind at Noon.
Say my name, bitch.
I don't get anything done between 12 and 1 anymore.
You ready, guys?
If I win today, can I come back to the Tournament of Champions?
Okay, here's the lyrics. Those who came before me lived through their vocations from the past until completion. They will turn away no more. Anybody?
No idea.
Oh, come on.
Kevin, it's How Do I Feel, New Order.
Now, it is New Order, but what's the name of the song? Jesse.
Monday.
You got it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
We'll do it again at 12 o'clock today. Rewind at Noon.
Mountain Dew presents Green Foo.
So, we meet again.
Do I know you?
Yes, you spent the last hour of this movie trying to find me so you can have your revenge.
Didn't recognize you.
I've lost weight.
Good for you. Now, let's have a spectacular fight with aerial flips while hanging from invisible strings.
Maybe later. But first, let us drink Mountain Dew and have a sound effects contest.
Ooh, you are wiser than you look.
Prepare for my 16 ounces of fury!
Very smooth, but no match for my flying green 2-liter, huh?
Well done, my friend. You have proven a worthy opponent. We shall meet again!
Green Food is a Mountain Dew production. This product has been rated MD.
The electrifying action of a Warriors game is just better with a buddy. Stop by your local Chevron station and purchase 2 12-packs of Aquafina 12-ounce bottles and receive a buy one, get one free ticket for Golden State Warriors game. While supplies last, for a limited time only, additional restrictions apply.
Panic is spreading through this national wireless company after they've learned that Metro PCS lets its customers make unlimited calls. The top brass know they can't beat Metro PCS's offer, but perhaps they can match it?
Is this thing on? Everything's going to be okay, people. We won't have to change our offer if we just hire a bigger celebrity.
And perhaps they can't. Only Metro PCS lets you forget about minutes. You can talk as much as you want, any time you want, for just $40 a month, even long distance. There's no contract and no surprise at the end of the month. You can call from anywhere in town to anywhere in the country, and it's always $40. That's unbeatable wireless. That's Metro PCS. Call 888-8-METRO-8 or visit metropcs.com. Permission to speak freely.
Metro PCS offers unlimited local calling for as little as $30 per month. $30 to call all you want, all over Northern California, anytime. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Live 105 can help you get tickets to your favorite shows before everybody else. Green Day. Green Day, September 24th at SBC Park. Tickets go on sale this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. But if you're a Live 105 activist, you can get tickets 3 days early.
Live 105 activists get advance warning on Bay Area shows, plus music news and free stuff. Go to live105.com and sign up to get the early access passwords.
Green Day.
On holiday.
Get tickets early from Live 105.
The San Francisco SPCA and Animal Care and Control is holding a food drive for puppies and kitties of the homeless. To find out more, call 415-522-3500 or go to live105.com and click the public service button. That's hot.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine at 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105 Alternative San Francisco.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm the Vicar of Christ. That's Dr. Drew over there in New York City. My Chemical Romance in studio tonight. Gerard, Mike, and Frank all in here. And you can see the guys and the rest of My Chemical Romance on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight at 12:06. All right, let's take one call and then let's hear a song, shall we?
Okay.
Sure. Perfect. All right, let's see. Here's an interesting question. John?
Hello?
22. What's up?
Well, I was just wondering, do they make, or I've seen all these things in the store about libido enhancers and all that good stuff. Do they have libido suppressants for guys that are like, won't cause any damage or permanent stuff?
Interesting
But
question.
you want to tone it down.
Yeah.
And for the most part, the serotonin reuptake inhibiting medication will do that. So things like Prozac, Zoloft, very effectively will oftentimes at least give you difficulty having an orgasm, oftentimes decrease your libido.
What would be the big side effects of taking something like that if you didn't have any problems that necessitated it, other than the hyperactive libido?
I understand what you're asking me. What risk could you?
How would you feel if I just started taking Prozac? How would I feel?
Hopefully, the way it's designed to feel, it does nothing. You might get a little tremor. You might feel a little anxious. You should feel, if you're depressed, you should feel less irritable. And if you're horny like a caller, you should feel a little less that way.
No, it's not like that or anything. I'm just, I don't know. I'm kind of freaked out about like STDs, and I don't know. I just don't want to do like any kind of random stuff, and just get tempted every now and then. Figure the easiest thing would be to take care of the whatever.
You could. You know what? I think it's really good.
Masturbate more.
Yeah, it's good that you don't want to do random stuff too. I think that's really responsible. You could also play a lot of video games and read a lot of comic books and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Grow a mustache.
And
Girls don't like those.
That'll set you straight. Trust me.
Yeah, John, what are you doing that you're in such demand sexually?
No, it's not that I'm like, Mac Daddy or anything like that. It's just that, I don't know, I've recently got out of a really long relationship, and right now it's,
You got these urges, huh?
I'm sorry?
You have these urges. You got out of this relationship.
All right, so put a condom on and go to town.
Yeah, then
So
there's
says the Vicar of Christ.
stuff.
Yeah.
There's what?
There's all
what stuff?
Stuff, HPV, herpes, and all that stuff.
Yeah, but you're pretty good with a condom, or, just choose your partners.
Yeah, well, that's all.
All right, listen, eat saltpeter. You're breaking my heart.
It sounds like you need another relationship. Just don't have sex with somebody until you really care about them, and then have a relationship and do it
What is it with all these guys who are just freaked out about sexuality? Like, I don't want to go inside my girlfriend, and I don't want to catch anything. When you go half speed, that's when you get hurt. That's what my old football coach.
You got to go 110%.
110%, you'll be fine. You start approaching sex half speed. That's when you tear an ACLU. What do you tear?
A hamstring.
Yeah.
ACL,
yeah. Wow. Not the ACLU, but ACL. You tear that. You get hurt when you go half speed. That's why you get drunk, you don't wear a condom, you pile right in. You roll the dice. That's what the Vicar of Christ has to say. All right, can we play a My Chemical Romance song, Anderson?
How long is the song?
How long's the song? I don't know. 3 minutes? What do you think?
Well, Chris, how long's the song?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Do it now. Do it now.
All right.
Do it.
Here we go. Here's a little something from My Chemical Romance.
Just like the hearse, you tired of getting again. We are so far from you. Burning on, just like a match, try to incinerate the lives of everyone you know.
hook up? Call the Dateline.
Sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Call the Dateline.
One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Live 105. Alternative. San Francisco. Live 105 can help you get tickets to your favorite shows before everybody else. Green Day. Green Day, September 24th at SBC Park. Tickets go on sale this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. But if you're a Live 105 activist, you can get tickets 3 days early.
Live 105 activists get advance warning on Bay Area shows, plus music news and free stuff. Go to live105.com and sign up to get the early access passwords.
Green Day.
on holiday.
Get tickets early from Live 105.
Thank you for calling the Tag Body Spray Helpline. If you are currently trapped on a... Please. If you are currently... Come on, I'm working. If you are... Oh, yeah. Sorry. If you are currently trapped on a pedestrian bridge by a marauding band of tag-crazed hotties, press... Oh, you little minx. Please press 1 or...
Introducing new Tag Body Spray for guys, uniquely designed to attract the ladies. Consider yourself warned.
Okay, you looked in the mirror and didn't like what you saw. Dr. Greg Cinnamone here with post-holiday advice I shared with my patients years ago as a psychological assistant. What's done is done. Stop beating yourself up and turn that frustration into motivation. A healthy change to the Cortislim lifestyle of diet, exercise, and Cortislim can reshape your future. So go ahead, get your hopes up, get excited, and get into the Cortislim lifestyle. Find Cortislim at your favorite store or call 1-800-TRIM-993.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnance-man second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
OnStar. From providing door unlocking assistance to calling for emergency help, OnStar is ready to lend a hand 24 hours a day.
Hey, it's Jared coming at you with one simple question. Why haven't you called AIS yet? Because you're too busy playing video games. That's what it is, isn't it? Look at you and your video games. Stop making excuses and call AIS now. AIS is not some insurance company that can only give you quotes from its own insurance. AIS is a broker. So they can shop over 30 different insurance carriers, finding you the best possible combination of price and coverage. Listen, if you contact AIS now, AIS will give you a free vehicle safety kit. That's right, free vehicle safety kit. When you get a quote and stop by any of their locations, limit one per customer. Comes with a camera, flashlight, pen, paper, and a handy auto accident guide. Call AIS now at 1-800-777-4AIS. 800-777-4AIS. That's 800-777, the number 4AIS. Or visit them online at AISinsurance.com. Come on, how can 400,000 satisfied California drivers be wrong?
Travelocity presents The Roaming Gnome, denouncer of travel myths. Our first myth: a trip to Europe is never affordable.
Phooey! Travelocity has great deals like Rome hotels from $113.
Myth 2: museums prefer you don't touch the exhibits.
But the Mona Lisa yearns to be smooched. Did I win a prize?
Save even more when you book flight and hotel together. Travelocity.com/Europe or AOL keyword travel for details. Restrictions apply. Travelocity. You'll never roam alone.
Reason number 1230 to listen to Rewind at Noon. What the hell is going on around here?
Back together at last.
Sean and Allie. Rewind at noon.
Spanning the globe to give you a wide variety of punk, ska punk, rock punk, punk.
Anything punk.
Today we go to Venice, California.
Jimmy DeGrasso lives in the Bay Area. I think my husband emailed him because he bought his drum kit.
Too much info?
Anyway, he got the drum kit that he used in Wayne's World when he played with Alice Cooper.
Too much info?
Whatever. Suicidal tendencies. Punkfield Center.
Punkfield.
Too much information.
Okay, our bad. It wasn't really punk. It was a song with a punk
That was punk.
in it.
That was punk. More of this today at 12 o'clock on Live 105. That was punk. Rewind at Noon.
With Sean and Allie.
The alternative 80s and 90s.
Alcoholics Anonymous holds weekly meetings for recovering sober alcoholics at Fort Mason, Building C in San Francisco. To find out more, go to live105.com and click the public service button. That's hot.
This is LoveLine. LoveLine. KIDS San Francisco. Live 105.
Hey everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm the Vicar of Christ. That's Dr. Drew over there in New York City. We have My Chemical Romance in studio tonight. The guys will be seen on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight at 12:06. So if you want to see them in person, you can just turn on your TV and watch them this evening. All right. Now, Drew, you there?
Yep.
All right, we'll speak to Ashley. We can even talk to Ashley. He's 21, watches porn with boyfriend, and he gets hard when the guys are on screen.
Nice.
Could be trouble. Or Rachel, whose boyfriend cross-dresses.
Oh, they're both good.
Wants to know if it's going to be a problem when they get married. Yeah, thanks. Rachel?
Hi.
Hello. You're 23?
Yes, I am.
Your boyfriend cross-dresses.
Well, we've been together for 3 years, and within the first couple months, he explained to me that in his own personal sexual time, he occasionally likes to dress as a woman. And I explained to him that that was okay for me as long as he kept it separate from our relationship. And there have been times when I've come home and he's been, like, with my clothes, and I've explained to him that that's unacceptable.
Really?
Here's the deal, Rachel. These kinds of behaviors don't exist as some sort of isolated feature of his personality. It's not like that's the only thing, and that's just sort of sliced away from him. And the way you're like in denial about it. It's like, well, that's this thing he does. That's him. That's a part of him.
Yeah.
And that's a reflection of something that's happened to him, some trauma.
Now part of him's on your blouse, by the way. Using that thing like a squeegee.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you need
unfortunately, yes.
I think you need to accept that about him or move on. I think you guys need to rent Ed Wood and sit down and watch that movie together.
Put things into perspective, yeah.
How does he look in your clothes? Does he look
I haven't seen him.
I thought you said you caught him in them. Or maybe it was just the under things?
It'd be under things?
Well, how did you catch him? What was he doing when you came home?
I came home. He was, putting stuff away, and I was like, "Oh, great." Well,
maybe he was just packing.
On the ground. I was like, "Okay, dude."
Cleaning up.
What's he do for a living?
He works at a hardware store.
Fitting.
So
what kind of?
I can accept it now, and we talked about it, and he personally doesn't want to keep doing it, and then the whole thing where he.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is he just saying that because you kind of freaked out about it?
Perhaps, but he is freaked out about it as well. He says he feels ashamed when it happens.
Yeah, but Rachel, you got to get out of your head. You're like, we talked about it, and I can accept it, and it's going to be okay with me. Now, come on. He's doing this thing. It's a peculiar behavior that's a reflection of some sort of significant trauma. He needs to get treatment for it if he wants to stop, particularly if it distresses him. That's great. It's a motive. Well, he's going to listen. Like I'm telling you, that this is just this is a symptom of something bigger.
Okay.
And he needs to see somebody, and maybe these symptoms will settle down. He can figure out what's going on here.
Hold on, Drew. This is Vicar talking.
Yes, Vicar. Yes, sir.
Let's work this out for a second. Okay, so there's a few things we can agree on, which is, when people say, "Look, I only do this once in a while," it's untrue. It's sort of like smoking crack. You either do it or you don't. It's not once every 10 to 18 days I'll have just one hit off a crack. It's right back to work the law firm. It's not.
Right.
It's either you're either in or you're out with this thing, and it's not like any of us. Oh yeah, I dress like a chick to have sex with myself. Maybe once every 2 years. But that's about it. Now, you either do it or you don't. So that's number one.
Yeah.
So you people that think the guy's not smoking the crack or not dressing like a chick every night or every other night are just being naive. He's just telling you as much as he wants you to know, and you're believing it.
Right,
Also,
and then
yes.
her sort of categorizing it intellectually doesn't do anything.
Right.
Like, I'm okay with this. He's like a robot when you talk that way about his behavior.
The other thing we know is Drew expressed earlier in the call, that these things don't exist in a vacuum. You can't just be the world's most adjusted guy. He's going to be the world's most loving husband and father, and so on and so forth, and dress like the chick. There's usually some other baggage that comes along with that. It doesn't mean you have to be cut loose, but it just means you need to recognize it, not just treat it as, well, just this one thing I do.
Or not, and by the same token, she has to not treat it as, it's just this thing he's into. It's his little hobby.
Right. Yeah,
no. This is a reflection of some significant difficulty with what's called affect regulation and a sense of himself as a complete sexual being. And as a result, it's going to affect your intimacy. It's going to affect his ability to regulate his feeling states. It's something he needs to look into.
But on the other side, Drew, it may be a nice little check valve for him to let a little steam off. And if you try to suppress it, he may spin out a little bit.
Yeah, like what if you
I'm not saying suppress it or judge it. We cannot judge Adam.
It's impossible to judge.
Impossible.
Right.
But he is distressed by it. She is distressed by it, even though she doesn't admit it. Her rationalizing does zero. He needs to get some treatment.
All right, well, how do you treat this?
It depends. It's a symptom. It's like saying, how are you going to treat that depression? Well, you look into, you find out what's going on with that person, what the issues are, what the biology is, and you have a treatment plan.
Do you think maybe he finds it sexually stimulating? Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's not this compulsion. Maybe he was just kind of horny when she walked home, and he decided to put on some girl's clothes. Like maybe it's just something that he's into.
No.
Well, he is into it. No, I mean he does find it sexually stimulating.
Maybe
and
he's not saying that that it gets him hot or something. Maybe that's all it is.
He masturbates on her clothes. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, listen,
surprise.
I'll throw down an old tank top or something every once in a while just to protect the furniture. But that's
when you run out of paper towels.
That is not the same thing. You understand me?
I think personally, she may need to find out if he's just really sexually into this, and then accept that too. Maybe it's not like a negative thing.
I agree. It will be a hard one to break if this is what he's really into. Yes. No, the vicar does not use a bib, if that's what you're asking. True. Paper towels usually will suffice.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. All right. Let me just say something to Rachel. Rachel.
Yes.
All right, so this is probably a bigger issue than maybe you're letting on, or maybe he's letting on.
It could be. I'm just not entirely sure.
All right, well, here's the thing. Before you get married, because that's really that's a contract you haven't signed yet, and you need to work out the deal with your cable operator before you actually sign on the dotted line. Make sure you're getting all the channels you want, because once you sign, that's it. You're screwed. So do not sign that marital contract until you guys are on the same page. You don't have to judge. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to corner them. But you're 23. You could put marriage off for another couple of years while you get this problem sort of stabilized.
This is something we've talked about at some point in the future, and then I was considering taking that part into consideration as something that could develop into something greater.
I'll tell you, the real scary part is he could look better than you in your sleep.
Yeah, does he look
he's
good
old.
in them?
Halloween. Halloween.
See, that's the first sign when the dude dresses up as a girl for Halloween.
That is.
Remember when the whole football team would do that?
Yes.
Yes, I do
Something wrong. That means if they do it, especially a couple years in a row.
Yeah. There is. It is true that these things sort of manifest themselves early with. This just a little Halloween. I think be funny to go as the third Hilton sister, or that weird. Guys will do that like, hey, just for fun. I mean, I'm not really into it, but let's do something where I pretend like I'm breaking into the bedroom and I'm like a rapist who's escaped a mental institution. Yeah. Don't get started with that, ladies. Drew, is the vicar right or is the vicar right?
Your vicarness is correct.
Thank you. Let's speak to Ashley, 21. Ashley?
Yeah?
What's up?
Hey. Well, my boyfriend, every time we're watching, porn, he somehow, gets all excited when, the guys come out.
Well,
Yeah, but is he excited
Hold
because
on.
because he's seeing guys have sex with women, or is he excited by the guy?
I think the guy.
Well,
Have you
first
asked
off,
him?
hold on. It's bogus because I've reviewed porn very closely. The Vicar's taken a jeweler's loop to the porn, and they don't have guys just coming out without chicks. It's not like, oh, it's a porn. Yeah, 3 dudes come out, they get naked, they chub up, and they stand there, and they rub their penises against each other, and then about 15, 20 minutes later, some hot, young, coked-up chicks come in and have sex with them. The chicks are there first. Then the dude comes in because he's cleaning the pool and he wants to come in and get a little iced tea.
Right.
That's how porn works. So what kind of porn are you watching, Ashley? If you're not watching gay porn, then there's no guys with the absence of women.
Yeah.
Yes?
No, it's not gay porn.
What kind of porn is it where there's just guys and no nude women?
It's well, the guys come out and the girls and then.
No.
Bogus.
Ashley, you can't do any better than this in the bogus department? And who put you up to this? You're not really gay, boyfriend?
The boyfriend is sitting right there beside her.
Put him on the phone, Ashley. Hand him the phone.
Put him on.
Oh.
It's my little sister. She want to talk to.
Hand the phone to his gayness over there. Come on.
Hello.
Who is this? Hello?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Are you Ashley's boyfriend?
Yeah.
All right. Did you put her up to this?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, how old are you? She's not 21. How old are you?
17.
17. All right.
No,
Listen.
he's not even 17.
All right. He's 14. He hasn't been born yet. We have to travel to the future to talk to Jordan. Listen, Jordan, I like making prank phone calls as much as the next guy, but you got to get the beats down. You understand?
Yeah.
And let me explain something about the women, and especially young women. Here's the way it works. We figured out that guys are the only sex that does bogus phone calls. Women don't do it. But once in a while, a guy will put a woman up to it.
So it's more believable.
He'll turn a woman out. Because we're not. It's like when the terrorists get the blonde chick to carry the bomb. You know, we're not looking for it. So, but bogus is bogus, and our bogus nose can sniff out any bogus call. And Ashley's was full of crap. And by the way, women are too stupid to vamp most of the time, especially 16-year-old chicks. So when you say to them, "What kind of porn was this?" where a guy just came out naked, and then good porn. You get nothing. She had nothing, right, Drew?
Yeah.
Nothing. She said, a guy comes out, then a girl comes out.
No
right.
way.
And then when I busted her on it, she said what? Guy comes out and a girl comes out. She said the exact same thing because that's what he told her to say.
Right.
Man.
Jordan, how dare you? That was weak. You don't have to be the vicar of Christ to know when you have a weak, bogus phone call, and that was pathetic. Please, call us in 5 years when you get it worked out, would you, brother? And this time, get a girlfriend who can act. Jordan?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Yeah. I'm boarding. You're bored with my critique, son?
No.
If you don't listen, you're never going to learn.
That's right.
Really.
All right, buddy. Have fun on that scooter. Put your helmet on. Huh? Need you any slower than you actually are. Oh, that was so weak. So bogus. See, here's the thing. When people ask things that don't really make sense, and everyone thinks we take a ton of bogus phone calls on this show. We don't want to. If somebody's saying something that doesn't make sense, even if it seems interesting or funny or provocative, we don't want to talk to them. She did not believe what she was saying. She couldn't support what she was saying.
Yeah.
Therefore, we don't want to talk to her.
The cross-dressing one was good, though.
Yeah, that was real.
Valid.
Right. And you know, it's an interesting point, which is people think they judge a call's boguosity based on how outlandish the call is.
Right.
But the cross-dressing call was an outlandish call, but it was a real call. This was less outlandish, but not a real call.
Yeah.
We could tell by the experience the person was having.
Anything's possible.
All right. Let's. Drew, are you getting that echo now?
No, you?
What do you think? They just bring it up randomly once every hour.
You're getting it from my voice or your voice?
No, I'm getting it from my voice.
Oh, great.
Yeah. It's like having a guy with a deviated septum just yell in your ear a second after you say whatever you say. Anderson, can we fix that?
How about this? Is
All
that
right.
better?
All right.
Here we go. I got fixed.
Test.
How's that?
Ooh.
His
Better?
cans were too hot.
Drew,
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
your cans down. Your cans are too hot. That's a lot of radio talk. Slide
You know
the
what- what-
potentiometer down. Yeah.
You know what I've got shingles on my head.
You do?
And, yeah, it's hard for me to wear my headphones. How bizarre is that?
That's a bummer.
That's really weird.
Oh,
feel
my
bad.
God.
How did you get shingles on your head? The guy pulled out and
there it
finished
goes.
on you? Or?
From traveling all over the country and putting on
Yeah,
strange
from
people's cans.
That's right. And being in
These are
Mexico
strange
7,
cans.
and my neck is swollen. I've got, it's just a pain. These poor guys, engineers, are watching me with cups of hot water I'm holding against my neck.
Man, really? Is shingles is painful, right?
No kidding. It's like someone's holding a torch to your head.
All right. What's it? Is it red? Is it discolored? Is it?
It's on my scalp. You can't see it. I can't even tell what it. At first, I thought it was like an
man.
infection. Then this is what this is. Oh,
How do you know you have shingles?
I could just tell. I mean, it just feels like it's a neuritic pain. It feels like it's on fire all the time. My glands are swollen. It's perfect.
All right. Perfect. Maybe you're in love. Think about that.
Maybe it's scabies.
Could be scabies. Could be love.
Yeah.
Could be
Could be
pregnant.
All right.
Could be pregnant.
All right. Let's take a question for the band. So says the Vicar of Christ. Ann,
Yeah.
you're 15.
Yeah.
You have a question for the boys?
Yeah. I just wanted to know how you guys got started as a band.
Okay.
Actually, not to, since we're having a lot of fun, not to be a bummer, but 9/11 happened, and I was an artist in New York, and I was very personally affected by it. I wanted to find other dudes that were personally affected by it and wanted to actually make a difference and change the world somehow with music instead of just kind of trying to sell property to cartoon networks and stuff like that.
What kind of artist were you?
I was started as a comic book artist, and then I moved into animation and toy design, and I was really happy doing it. And then that happened. I realized I wasn't helping anyone but myself or other people financially.
Well, I mean, but couldn't one argue that if you made a comic book that brought meaning to someone's life or brought intrigue or comedy or whatever, you could
Or
make
happiness.
that same argument. Happiness as
absolutely
music
right.
as you could with that. Do you feel music is a better way to contact the masses?
At the time, I felt like I needed such a direct release that it felt like the best way possible.
And had you had a musical background up until that point?
No, not really.
Like, you was in other bands.
What's that?
You were in other bands.
Just
before that.
like little.
Well, you were in other bands then, right?
Yeah, but like they weren't real bands. Like we just kind of like I was in art school and I'd started some small bands. Frank was the one who was played the most out of all of us.
And how did you hook up with Frank? And how did you guys know each other for a while?
Well, it was kind of weird. Like I met Mikey at parties at. I used to be in another band on this label called Eyeball, and he would show up at parties, and I met Gerard too at the same parties, and they would come out to shows that I was playing, and after that they were like, "Oh, we're gonna start a band too," and I was like, "Oh, I'd really like to hear it." And when I heard their demo, I was like, "Oh man, this is like my favorite band right now," and I got them a few shows, a place to practice, and then my band broke up, and they asked me to join.
Oh,
so.
It was awesome, yeah.
So you guys, you guys didn't go to high school together or any of that,
which is really weird because we grew up like 10 blocks from each other.
Yeah, I just figured you guys were all from New Jersey. Maybe you played on the same softball
Well, it's very
team or
incestuous,
something.
like the scene that we grew up in.
Figured, yeah.
Yeah, especially Jersey. It's like what, millions of people crammed in this tiny
Yeah,
state. So it's
definitely.
very like music community. It's all incestuous like that. It's just kind of like this buddy's in this band and this band and this band.
Well, so Gerard, did you do anything involving the cover art or
I
any
did.
of that stuff? Is
did
this
the
yours?
cover.
Oh, wow, it's nice. It works.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It was originally supposed to be a photograph, and then Jeff Aroff, who works the label, was like, why don't you just make this the cover? Because I'd done a drawing for the photographer, and I was like, I don't know. I guess I wasn't confident after quitting art. And
Oh, so you drew and said, here's what your picture should look like.
Yeah. The picture on the cover is actually just like a sketch for the photographer to use.
Oh, really? And it wasn't modified?
No, not at all.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's one of these things. Art is it's just one of these things where it sort of either works or it doesn't. It's kind of hard to explain why, and people do explain why every once in a while, but they just end up making asses of themselves because then John Stossel said it was a 3-year-old who threw up onto the canvas, and some guy in a turtleneck explained for 20 minutes about how it worked and why it worked. It just either works or it doesn't. It's either pleasant or communicates something to you, or it doesn't, and this works.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
In fact, I had tried to do better ones. Of that, none of them worked. That was the original, and that was the only one that worked.
Well, it's another interesting point from the Vicar of Christ is I do believe, at least comically, your first impulse is usually your best artistically. It doesn't mean it's the most refined. It just means it's your purest impulse. We, as a society, my mom does this. What my mom does is she tries to pick out a wallpaper. So she takes 5 different wallpaper swatches, she pins them to the drywall, and then she stares at them for 6 years. And eventually they lose all meaning. Your best bet is to have someone else pin them up. You turn around and look for 10 seconds, and then turn around again and make a decision. That's when you're at your purest. If you just keep repeating something, it's like a word you say over and over again. It just kind of loses meaning.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people know that artistically. I think your first impulse is sort of your purest and sort of your best.
I agree with you, and we've kind of gone off that instinct with this band since the beginning. It's just like your first intention is definitely your most purest, and our intentions were always very pure because of that. We just kind of went on gut feeling and instinct, and never looked back at all.
Well, all right. Well, good story, and it's still better than you guys just hanging out in high school.
Isn't it?
We get a lot of. All right, let's take a little break. My Chemical Romance is in studio tonight. What?
Your Vicerness?
Yes.
I just want to again promote that I'm looking for people that have sexual secrets, very much like that cross-dressing fellow, afraid to share with a partner, and or people with performance anxiety that we're willing to talk on Discovery Health Channel.
Performance anxiety, meaning unable to achieve an erection?
For various kinds of performance anxiety. People fear they're unable to have an erection, have an orgasm, don't want to take their clothes off, just fear about being sexual.
All right. But isn't 90% of the people don't want to take their clothes off? As if 90% of them are fat and the other 10% were molested?
That's about right. That's about right.
All right. Because great-looking people, the clothes come off in a heartbeat.
Pow. There you go.
Skinny dipping. I like the guys who just can't wait to shirt. The guy's walking down the street at 61. It's like shirts off, man. I'm boiling in this tank top, man. I'm boiling. I got the steams coming out of my mouth. I'm frying. They're at the ball game. Shirt comes flying off. Shirt cannot stay on. Like the guys with the hot bodies. Shirts just just
they don't even own more than 4.
Yeah,
and 3 of them don't have sleeves.
And once it's like if they're around a pool or something or at the beach, shirts never even near them. I mean, it's off into the evening, into the next day. It's still walking around in the trunks. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's just I don't like the shaved chest with the pierced nipple. Man, I gotta look at that.
Pierced nipples are a bad scene.
Yeah,
no,
freak me out.
It's weird.
Very Dave Navarro,
and it forces you to focus on the dude's nipple, and that's the part I don't like. Like I'm trying to have a conversation here. Oh, there's your nipple.
Yeah.
What's going on with the nipple? Got to look at your nipple. Hey, dude, that's your nipple. Yeah, that's nice. Why don't you just pull a nut out while you're at it? I really think it's less offensive to me if you just pulled one nut out. Just let that, wear some tight shorts and just have one nut pop out of the side of the banana hammock or whatever you're sporting. I'll get a look at that. Preferable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, somehow the nipple is more egregious, more offensive. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
Please hold.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 105 Alternative, San Francisco.
LoveLine is sponsored by Metro PCS, where you can talk all you want anytime and there's no contract. Call anywhere in town to anywhere in the country for just $40 a month. Metro PCS.
Live 105 can help you get tickets to your favorite shows before everybody else. Green Day. I walk alone, Green Day, September 24th at SBC Park. Tickets go on sale this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. But if you're a Live 105 activist, you can get tickets 3 days early.
Live 105 activists get advance warning on Bay Area shows, plus music news and free stuff. Go to live105.com and sign up to get the early access passwords.
Green Day.
On holiday.
Get tickets early from Live 105.
I'm here with Wayne, Scion owner. Which one do you have?
It's a 2005 Scion XB.
Why the XB?
Well, there's no other car like it. You can't not look at the XB, especially one that's really tricked out.
And speaking of tricked out, what accessories you got going on your XB? Where do they come from?
Actually, I got a lot of it installed from Scion at the dealership.
Really?
Yeah. I got the OBX shift knob, LED interior light kit, alloys, lowering spring kit, of course, and I was able to get it all done and still keep everything legit with the warranty.
Well, your XB looks sweet.
Yeah, man, thanks. I get a lot of looks. Who doesn't love that?
Customize your Scion a little or a lot. The journey to your perfect car starts at your local Scion dealership or Scion.com. With the 2005 XB starts at well below $16,000 MSRP. And you can load it up with over 30 factory accessories, all backed by the Scion warranty. Scion, what moves you? MSRP includes delivery, processing, and handling fees, excluding taxes, title, license, and other optional equipment. Actual dealer price may vary.
Mountain Dew presents Green Foo. So, we meet again.
Do I know you?
Yes, you spent the last hour of this movie trying to find me so you can have your revenge.
Didn't recognize you.
I've lost weight.
Good for you. Now, let's have a spectacular fight with aerial flips while hanging from invisible strings.
Maybe later. But first, let us drink Mountain Dew and have a sound effects contest.
Ooh, you are wiser than you look.
Prepare for my 16 ounces of fury!
Very smooth, but no match for my flying green 2-liter, huh?
Well done, my friend. You have proven a worthy opponent. We shall meet again! Green Food
is a Mountain Dew production. This product has been rated MD.
The electrifying action of a Warriors game is just better with a buddy. Stop by your local Chevron station and purchase 2 12-packs of Aquafina 12-ounce bottles and receive a buy one, get one free ticket for a Golden State Warriors game. While supplies last, for a limited time only, additional restrictions apply.
April 23rd is Earth Day, and the California State Parks Foundation is having a big cleanup. To find out how you can volunteer, go to live105.com and click the public service button. That's hot.
Reason number 1,000 to listen to Rewind at noon.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip.
Back together at last.
Sean and Allie. Rewind at noon.
Monday, Sean will be back. This really intense email. Let me preface this letter by first letting you know that I haven't listened to commercial radio for years until just recently taking a construction job where radio is the only music source available all day. What the hell has happened to radio today? Except every day from noon to 1, there's a beacon in the dark night of corporate radio. Yes, one and only 1 hour that makes radio worth listening to. More today at 12 o'clock. Rewind at noon.
Live 105. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine at 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105. Alternative. San Francisco.
LoveLine. I'm the Vicar of Christ. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. My
Your
Chemical
Vicar's humble
Romance
servant.
Thank you, Drew. My Chemical Romance in studio tonight. 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. Name of the CD. We'll hear another cut off that in a couple of few. The guys are going to be on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight, by the way, and we're just roaming the halls here at the legendary K-Rock and mentioning how many records that No Doubt has sold, about 8 million copies of that one Tragic Kingdom record. Do you remember I put a curse on them?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well done.
I've really only put I don't know how many bands I've put a curse on, but No Doubt is the only band to my knowledge, Drew. Have I put a curse on another band?
I can't recall a spontaneous curse. No.
Yeah, I put the pox. The vicar put the pox on No Doubt because they came in and they were fine, But then later on, I think they called me a racist because I made some Indian joke about Tony.
Right.
And it turned into a mess.
It wasn't even about Tony.
No, here's what happened. Tony from No Doubt is Gwen was like dating Tony in the past, but nobody knew any of this stuff. This is like Drew. What is this? Like 8-9 years ago? Easily, yeah. And don't worry, that curse is going to kick in any minute now. Another 10 million records or so, and then pow, that curse, like a sledgehammer. But anyway, they were in here, and Gwen was talking about like interracial dating or something, and she was just sitting here like you guys are sitting here, and she was like, "Yeah, I dated a guy who was a different nationality. I dated an Indian guy for a while." And I said, Indian, like a woo-woo-woo Indian or 7-Eleven Indian. And it was just, I was making a joke. But it turned out to be 7-Eleven Indian, by the way, which I don't know if you guys have that in Jersey, but here we got this, that's basically Eastern Indian versus American Indian. And I didn't know Tony from the band was the guy she was talking about, because normally when you talk about, I dated this guy for a while and I had this interracial thing, it's not the person sitting right next to you in your band, it's some dude you went to high school with. So they were like, it was a little uncomfortable for a couple of beats, but then they seemed to laugh it off. Yes, Drew?
It seemed like it, yeah.
Yeah, and then we went on. But that was like in the first hour. It's like another hour worth of show. We just answered some calls, and then they split. But then they sold a few records, and they got a little big. And then I think about a year later, they were going to come back on the show, but they said, no, that Adam's a racist, so we're not doing the show. And it's true, I'm a racist, but that was not part of my racism. I was just making a joke. I do believe people of color are inferior to the white man, but that's not. God. Well, I mean, let's be honest. But that's not what I was saying there. That was actually just a joke, not part of my rhetoric you can find on my websites or anything like that.
Or any literature you might be
literature.
In your basement or something.
As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you guys after the show. If you start. Just, you have pretty big stage up there as a band, and there's a message I'd like you to get across. There's a lot of confused white people out there. I just want you to. We'll talk after the show. I just want to see.
Mikey's face is frozen.
It's not. I'm not advocating any violence. It's just a message I'd like to get across. I got some land in Montana.
Oh my God!
Plentywood, Montana. It's a beautiful country over there, and it's just Drew understands what I'm saying, and he understands it because he's got some Jew on his mother's side that he's not welcome, but he respects it. That's the point. Am I right, Drew?
Well, the vicardess demands that.
Yes. He demands respect, and if you guys are what we call pure, we'll talk. Let's not talk about it on the air, but let's just talk off the air. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. There's room for artists too, as long as
Bohemians. There's still room for.
I don't need what we call long hairs or troublemakers over there. There'll be a sanctioned art that I'll approve, and I will review, and there'll be a place for it. Is what I'm saying. Yes, just like Hitler had Wagner. We'll need music over there too. Yes, Drew?
And architecture.
That's right. All right, we'll work it out. Enough said. The point is I put a curse on No Doubt.
How did you do it?
I announced it.
Oh.
You announced
it.
And then after the word got out, several million albums later, that I put a curse on.
Do you know about the Maluk?
Yeah, the Evil Eye.
Evil Eye.
Yeah, that was my version of it. Yeah. After several million albums were sold and the word got out that I put a curse on them, bands would line up waiting for me to put a curse on them. Management calling all day begging for me to put a curse on Black Grape or Chumbawamba or something.
It's got to be spontaneous.
That's my Harvey Danger wanted a curse. I remember that was just about 6 months ago. They called.
Man. Do you know anything about Sean Ryder? Speaking of Black Grape, I love.
No, I don't know anything other than they came in here drunk off their ass about 10 years ago.
That guy has some history.
They wish I put a curse on him. I was this close, too. Remember, Drew?
Oh, yeah.
This close to putting a curse on them. But, hey, here's the point. You can't just line up and get a curse. I have to mean it. 'Cause otherwise, it's not going to have any real effect.
We have
It
to
has to
bum
be
you
sincere.
out.
Has to be sincere. Like, I like you guys.
Spontaneous.
Therefore, I can't give you my
it's a
curse.
shame.
Therefore, you're not going to sell as many records as you would if I'd put the curse on you. It's ironic. All right. Well, here's my point. No Doubt has only sold like 30 million records. Imagine if I hadn't put the curse on it. They probably would have
that's what
sold
I'm
like
talking
100 million. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, how do you like that? 70 million less because of the Corolla curse. The curse of the vicar. That's a good way to look at it, Drew. I hadn't looked at it that way before. You're right.
See, yeah.
All right, let's speak to Amanda, who's 22. Amanda,
Hi.
what's happening?
Well, I had two questions. I was wondering, I just had a baby 6 months ago, and
Congratulations.
the reason, my mom said that sometimes that can give you a hemorrhoid, and I didn't know if having him so long ago, why would I have one now? But the other part of that was, if you wear thong underwear, could that give you a hemorrhoid, or am I just weird?
Let's put it this way. You have a hemorrhoid. Whatever caused it, it sounds like you have.
I'm going to go with having the baby over.
More likely, over the phone.
I'm no doctor, but 3/8 of a strap of chiffon going up your butt crack versus crapping out a Duraflame log, essentially out your vagina. I don't have an advanced degree, Drew, but I'm going with the pushing the 10-pound sack out of the vagina over the wisp of yarn that tickled your crack.
Right. Yes.
Am I right, Drew? I'm not a doctor.
Well said. Well said.
All right. But she's thinking. That's what I like. Amanda?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
What
you
are
and
your
a kid
symptoms?
come meet me in Montana. I don't need
What are your
Leave
symptoms?
the father.
What are the symptoms, Amanda?
What is what?
What are your symptoms?
Oh, well, it just is uncomfortable.
You have itching or burning or what?
Burning.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't burn. It's just uncomfortable. It itches a little bit, but not a lot. And I don't
to
think
sit
I've had
down.
it for a long time.
Is something popping out? You feel something coming out there? A hemorrhoid is a swollen vein that kind of pops out of the anus.
Well, do you know how I could get rid of it?
Well, first of all, why don't you go see a doctor, find out what it is? You could have something like whipworm, or you have what's called worms. You have what's called pruritus ani, and you have a child in the house. You can get worms, little kids in the house. You've got to go see somebody to find out what this is.
Okay.
Hold on, pruritus.
You got to pruritus ani.
May take over the Vicar of Christ. Now the Vicar of Christ, pruritus ani. Thank you. Please
your
sit.
vicarness.
You're too much. Thank you.
That's your band.
Oh, the Vicar of Christ will front pruritus ani?
Yes, pruritus ani, yes.
All right. And how do you spell that? With a C or P?
P-R-U.
P-R-U. All right. Amanda.
Yeah?
Good luck with that.
You can't figure out... Do you have a bump on your butt? Can you figure this out?
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
I've only noticed it like a week ago, so I wasn't
Did you look in the
sure.
mirror at it?
Yeah, did you check it out? Have somebody check it out?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I made an appointment with the doctor.
There you go.
That's good.
I just wanted to, like,
All right.
I don't know.
Go get some Anusol cream. Anusol.
Some kind of ointment.
Anusol HC cream.
Make an appointment with the mirror and a flashlight because you got to bounce that beam.
Anusol HC cream and then a warm bath. There you go. Okay.
Drew, what in that order or shouldn't it be in the other order?
The other order, yes. Repeated warm bath. Repeat Anusol cream. There you go.
What about what should you be feeling for or looking for if you have a hemorrhoid?
Like a purple bump. Right.
A bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, around the anus somewhere.
Around the anus. Yeah.
And it should burn. It should sting. What should it feel like?
Or hurt. It can frankly hurt.
Okay.
Be painful.
I don't think chicks probe themselves enough. Like a dude would have gotten on this immediately.
Yeah,
and shown his friends.
Showing all his buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Taking
what
a
is this?
picture, put it
Pictures
on
on
the
the
web.
internet.
Yeah.
Naked on the internet.
And plus, we have the extra disadvantage of the sack and junk to work with. You know what I mean? Vagina, it's easy to get at your anus. Sack and junk, that's like a tree that's fallen in the road. You know, it's like, we got to get around it now. You're on foot. Like, I can't get to my anus. I got too much sack. I got to go backside, and it's like a two-manner now, and it involves like mirrors and green screening.
You have to get buddies involved.
Yeah, you get guys involved. If you had no sack, and it'd be easier to get. And women are more flexible than guys.
Yes, of course.
They could get down and get a good look at their stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
Drew?
Yeah.
Imagine how much time you'd spend with your anus if it wasn't for your cumbersome sack. Could you imagine?
The tree in the road?
Yeah, if it wasn't for that fell tree in the road, you'd be happy motoring with you and your anus. Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'd be having a love affair with my anus if the sack hadn't got between us.
Well, Adam, come on, be honest. Be honest. You've got not just the fallen tree, but you've got the woods plenty.
I got a thicket. Yeah, I got a hedgerow. Yeah, it's like Normandy with that hedgerow down there. It's just, the krauts are hiding in it. You can't see or you can't find them. Yeah, but I do feel like the sack is gotten between me and my anus, like a parent has gotten between like Romeo and Juliet. You know what I mean? Like, there's a great love affair here, but a fat, hairy, wrinkled parent has gotten in between the two of us. Wow,
there's going to be a suicide here.
You guys should write a song about my sack.
Sure.
You want to talk art? How about the loss? When you've loved and lost like I have? Potential. What if? We'll never know.
What could have been?
Sack, what could have been? What kind of music could me and my anus have made if not for the sack? We'll never know.
My face hurts.
Yeah, my face is starting to hurt.
Well, that's good. Let's give our faces a rest. We will take ourselves My Chemical Romance Institute, and I'll take a quick break. And then we're going to hear another song after this.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1105 Alternative, San Francisco.
And now, Lil Piggy on a Pegasus foot from Virgin Mobile. This here Lil Pegasus went to market cause he wanted to. This here Lil Pegasus stayed home cause that's what he felt like doing. Then there was a Pegasus at roast beef au jus with a side of Yukon 24-karat gold mashed potatoes all marinated in the gravy of pay-as-you-go liberation. Just cause. And this little Pegasus had none. But that's not important cause this little Pegasus went wee. Because she felt like going wee. Head to toes, soup to nuts. The Pegasus does what he wants to do.
Pay as you go with Virgin Mobile. Get $10 off the Vox 8610 color flip phone plus a free body glove headset with the purchase of any Virgin Mobile phone. Only at Radio Shack.
Pegasus unite.
Offers good through 4/13/05 while supplies last. Free body glove headset has a retail value of $19.99. See Radio Shack stores for details.
Advance Auto Parts. No matter when or where. Advance Auto Parts. Whatever's waiting there.
If you're looking for more in an auto parts store, get ready. Advance Auto Parts is working harder to make our stores better than the rest. Get ready for a cleaner, brighter, better place to shop. Get ready for an auto parts store that's better organized so you can easily find what you're looking for. Get ready for free do-it-yourself brochures. Get ready for advanced TV or exclusive video how-to network and other in-store innovations you won't find anywhere else. When you want more than just another auto parts store, the first place to go is Advance Auto Parts.
Around these parts, trouble doesn't stand a chance. For the best parts, people and prices, we're ready in advance. Bring it on. For the best parts, people and prices, we're ready in advance.
Welch's White Grape Juice presents Gold Medal Mothers.
I have seen some amazing maternal moments, but this is just tremendous. She's not only strapped her son in the car seat, but she actually showed her husband how to install it. Wait, even more impressive, she's now sharing her Welch's White Grape Juice with her family. It's another delicious moment made possible by Mom and Welch's.
Everyone loves the delicately sweet taste of Welch's 100% White Grape Juice. Delicious golden juice made with Welch's Niagara grapes and no added sugar. Welch's 100% White Grape Juice. Reach for the gold.
Need some extra cash? Then call Auto Insurance Specialists. One quick call to AIS could save you hundreds of dollars a year. Call 1-800-772-4AIS for a quote today.
Reason number 9 to listen to Rewind at noon.
Rewind at noon. Rewind at noon. With Sean and Ellie. I've got the puppet.
Great.
You are listening to Live 105's Rewind at noon. It's not just irritating at breakfast anymore.
Kitty, 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 kitty. All right, if you haven't figured it out yet, the Plum-Filled Center, we're going to be heading to Fullerton, California, and the band is Agent Orange, Secret Agent Man. It's Rewind at noon. Plum-Filled Center. Secret. More of this today at 12 o'clock. Rewind at noon. By the way, thanks for helping me move these boxes.
No problem. Glad to help.
Oh.
Hey, go ahead. Put another one on there.
Okay, but careful on those stairs. Oh, you can't even see.
Hey, you leave that to me. Just tell me when I'm getting close.
You're close.
People don't always use common sense. Fortunately, there's a healthcare company that does, United Healthcare, offering health planning tools to fight rising costs, a 24-hour nurse line, and preventive healthcare solutions. United Healthcare. It just makes sense.
LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine at 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105. Alternative. San Francisco.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. No, I'm the Vicar of Christ.
Lead singer
was Adam.
Lead singer of Paritas Ani.
Paritas Ani.
Sounds like a black metal band.
Yeah. Paritas
I
Ani.
like Piranha Anus.
Grish knock.
Narthex and the Paritas Ani. Yeah. Lead front man, the Vicar of Christ.
I think we've lost all 3 of our Catholic listeners tonight.
All right. That's all right.
That's a shame.
We got the atheists. We will hear a little something from My Chemical Romance in just, I think we'll take one call and we'll hear a song. It's not going to be long either. Take it, not the song, the call.
Oh, right.
Taking steroids for college baseball, long-term effects.
Oh, is that Chris Holland?
Let's talk to Jake.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Man, I'm playing college baseball, and, I've seen all these professional athletes taking these steroids and decided to delve into it, and I want to know the long-term effects.
Very impressionable, huh?
There are many. There are certain kinds of liver disease you can get, kidney failure, hypertension, strokes, heart disease, chronic fertility problems, chronic erectile dysfunction,
Baldness.
decreased baldness, yeah. So there's many, many, many potential serious medical consequences of taking steroids.
But Drew, what is there a safe way? And I know prescribed by a doctor for an injury or an illness, but let's just say recreationally, you're trying to add a few more points to your batting average and have the long ball carry 30 feet longer. Can you do it for a season, taper off, or whatever? Or do we know?
We don't know. You're only putting yourself in harm's way. There's only potential to do harm. There's no potential to do any good medically. But you might be able to skate by without long-term consequences. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I mean, do you think a guy like Jose Canseco is ruined?
I think most of those guys are going to have accelerated vascular disease. They're going to get heart disease young. And if you remember, some guys even believe you can get tumors. Like Lyle Alzado believed his lymphoma was from steroids.
I remember that.
Well, and also a lot of guys, a lot of NFL guys, linemen, guys that were, all pro in the 70s and even the 80s, and even coming in the 90s, dropping dead in their late 40s, early 50s. That's, they talk about sort of wear and tear on the body, but,
no way.
Guys who work in steel factories and coal mines have wear and tear on their body, too. They don't drop dead at 50.
Right.
This is wear and tear could probably be considered the use of steroids. Yes, Drew?
I absolutely agree.
All right. Well, you know the vicar's right.
Yeah,
hey, Jake.
Yo.
Yeah.
The other question I had was like, I mean, you're telling me like liver, and I'm talking more or less like children, like defects or anything like that.
No, but you can not have children. You can get chronic fertility problems, as I said.
Okay.
All right. And you can get a lot of zits, which won't allow you to get laid, which means you can't have any kids. So you break it down like that. But all right, Jake, do your thing. But how about you just work out a little harder and eat a little of that creatine or something that's sort of in between, you know?
Pump iron and listen to some Kill Switch Engage.
Because that's not nearly the impact of the pharmacology.
Well, what about like creatine or something like that? Not even
that'll
close?
help. Yeah, no, it's maybe a pop gun compared to a cannon.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Well, but there are guys who have a natural capacity for it.
Oh,
I mean,
of course.
for responding to working out, that kind
which
of
is
stuff.
how sort of the vicarness intended it in the first place.
Yeah, when I sat down to design man, I gave myself these big bushy eyebrows. First order of business. I want all the eyebrow. I'm going to Bogart the brow. That was the vicar's first order of business. Second, all men not created equal. Some guys got the big guns and the thin waist. Other guys got the swivel hips and the spindly arms. But I said,
we can hear
we're going to hear a song, but let me tell you about the Vicar of Christ.
All right, good.
I don't care about them big guns. I don't care about the six-pack abs. Not interested in the matinee idol good looks. I want the brow. Give me the brow, bro. That was my thing. Give me the brow, bro. I could say that all the time. And that's,
you got the brow and the Brillo.
Yeah, the Brillo head and the brow. Because chicks dig the brow and they dig the Brillo, bro. All right, let's hear a little something. Is the Vicar right or is the Vicar right?
Vicar's
Chris?
right.
Vicar's right?
Vicar's right, yes.
There you go. Yeah, it's not Vicar, it's the Vicar's right.
The Vicar's right. Yeah.
There you go. Let's hear a little something from My Chemical Romance. And this one, you queued up there, Chris?
That I am.
All right. Is that affirmative for the Vicar?
That I am.
All right. That I am. We will, it's like he's some kind of children's book from the early 70s. Let's hear a little something from My Chemical Romance. This one is called I'm Not Okay.
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all
trust me.
I'm not
My Chemical Romance, everybody. Nice. In studio tonight, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 105 Alternative. San Francisco.
James Shaver Jr. on free time in the United States Navy.
In the Navy, I pretty much work in the military intelligence field. Outside of what I do in the Navy, afterwards we get a lot of time off. I like to go out, have some fun, go surfing, live in Southern California. Can't beat it. Great place, good time.
We believe in a balanced approach to life. Work hard and play hard. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
Wouldn't it be nice if everything were priced like Vonage? Just think of the difference it would make. You're driving your brand new $5,000 sports car to your sprawling waterfront property. You know, the place you picked up for just under $60,000 last year. And your kid is home on spring break from that fancy Ivy League college, the one that's costing you $20,000 for a full 4 years. That's your kind of pricing, right? Which is why you'll absolutely love Vonage broadband phone service. For just $24.99 a month, you get unlimited calling anywhere in the U.S. and Canada. Plus, Vonage gives you great features like voicemail, caller ID, call forwarding, and much more at no additional cost. And all you need is a broadband connection to the internet, like a cable modem or DSL, and you're ready to go. To get Vonage, visit Vonage.com or call 1-800-708-4866. That's 1-800-708-4866. Vonage is also available at Best Buy, Circuit City, and Staples. Vonage, the broadband phone company. One-time activation charge may apply, plus taxes and other fees.
911, what's your emergency?
he's in the house.
Sir, who is in the house?
Father.
Whose father?
My girl's.
Your girlfriend's father is in your house?
His house. His house!
Sir, calm down. You're in his house with his daughter.
Well, daughters.
His daughters.
Yeah, and their friend Shelly. We're hiding under his bed.
All of you?
Well, it's a California king size.
Okay, you're under his bed and he's threatening you.
Not yet, but he's a big man.
Come on, Carl. Get off the phone.
Stop spraying me. He's gonna smell us. He's like a bulldog.
Sir, you mean a bloodhound?
Whatever. It's fourth degree black belt. Oh, man, he's here.
Sir?
Introducing new Tag Body Spray for Guys. Uniquely designed to attract the ladies. Consider yourself warned.
Mr. Nanke, I'm writing the ad for the new tire rotator.
Be very precise. In newspaper ads, every letter costs money.
I'm not using classifieds. I'm putting it on BayAreaHelpWanted.com.
What?
Yeah, I'll have the ad up in 5 minutes. We'll start getting resumes immediately. And we get an unlimited number of words to describe the job on BayAreaHelpWanted.com.
Unlimited words?
Yeah.
Start writing. Being a tire rotator at Nanke Tires is not a task for wussy wimps. It's a challenging job for a rugged individual who knows that a balanced tire is a happy tire. To be or not to be, that's the question.
Whoa, who knew behind your dry as toast facade there exists such a passionate, dynamic individual?
You mean me?
Are you free Saturday night?
After I wash my mom's hair.
That's creepy. I'll just go put this up on BayAreaHelpWanted.com.
I gotta write that down. Don't mention mom, don't mention mom.
BayAreaHelpWanted.com plays as many ads as you want for one low price.
Mom, do you think my washing your hair every Saturday night is creepy?
You got soap in my eye, you wishy wimp.
Sorry.
BayAreaHelpWanted.com. Long name, amazing results.
Walter?
Yeah.
How long you been my barber?
A long time. Movie hit.
Would you say we're close?
Nope.
Because I've never confided in you.
I appreciate that.
Until now. Walter, I'm a dollar menu guy.
Okay.
I go to McDonald's, get the McChicken sandwich, fries, hot fudge sundae.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dollar menu guy, Walter.
You're a dollar menu guy.
All right. I think we're pretty close right now.
Like family. Movie hit.
loving it. Price and participation may vary.
Live 105 can help you get tickets to your favorite shows before everybody else. Green Day. Green Day, September 24th at SBC Park. Tickets go on sale this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. But if you're a Live 105 activist, you can get tickets 3 days early.
Live 105 activists get advance warning on Bay Area shows, plus music news and free stuff. Go to live105.com and sign up to get the early access passwords.
Green Day.
On holiday.
Get tickets early from Live 105.
The San Francisco SPCA and Animal Care and Control is holding a food drive for puppies and kitties of the homeless. To find out more, call 415-522-3500 or go to live105.com and click the public service button. That's hot.
LoveLine. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Live 105 Alternative, San Francisco.
Well, that's it, everyone.
Mercifully.
Thrice
Your vicerness.
coming in
Your
here.
vicerness.
Thank you. Yes, the Vicar of Christ will be in tomorrow night along with Dr. Drew.
Hallelujah.
Thrice will be in here tomorrow night. And then Dave Attell, a very funny stand-up from Insomniac, is going to be in here on Wednesday night. I want to thank My Chemical Romance for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
Always a good time. 3 cheers. Yeah. I meant the first hour and the second hour. 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. Name of the CD. Going to be on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight, so don't miss that, guys. A pleasure.
Thank
See
you
you back
very
soon.
much.
And until next time, this is the Vicar of Christ for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
What's up, Vicar?
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Gold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.